The regular season has come to a close, so it's awards time, and we're going to talk about one of the close races here at Pro Football Weekly for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Joined by associate editors Arthur Arkish and Dan Parr as they go one-on-one. And guys, I think we all kind of guessed Robert Griffin III is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's still a close race, but on the defensive side of the ball, no one really stole the headlines the way RG3 did, but there have been some very good defensive performances. And Arthur, I'm going to let you go first because your guy is someone that no one really knew a whole lot about before the season. That's Packers cornerback Casey Hayward.
Yeah, Casey Hayward has been exceptional for the Packers. He's really been a complete revelation for them this season. Came in a pinch after Charles Woodson broke his collarbone, and has just been instrumental to that defense's success. He's got the 6 interceptions, which leads all rookies. Tons of passes defense. He's showing not only the ball hawking qualities that sort of made a name for him coming out of Vanderbilt, but really the complete package. He's been very good in run defense. And as I mentioned, for them to replace a leader, a veteran like Charles Woodson, and get the type of consistency and playmaking ability that they have from Hayward, even in a limited role, I realize he's their nickelback. I think it's what has earned him this award.
Yeah, Hayward's been one of the league leaders in passes defense this year, not just the rookies. Dan, for you, you're picking the guy that was many people's preseason Defensive Rookie of the Year pick, and that's Panthers linebacker Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, if you look at that Panthers defense, it doesn't get a lot of attention, but it did rise all the way up to 10th in the league by the end of the year, and Luke Kuechly's transition to middle linebacker and becoming the leader of that unit, I think, is the biggest reason why he finished as a league leader in tackles, and half of those tackles within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage or behind it, so he was making big impact plays. I think if you look at how much they've improved over the course of the season with him in the middle. Started out 24th in the league when John Beeson went down, and Luke Kuechly stepped in from going from the weak side to the middle. As I said, finished 10th in the league. So you saw the dramatic improvement, and Kuechly has just been absolutely very productive, become a leader for that unit, and I think he is clearly the choice for this award.
You know, I think a lot of people, especially when you look at this from a Moneyball perspective, Dan, the tackle number is always a disputed stat. Oh, how much credence can we give to the fact that Kuechly had so many tackles? And he did bring up a good point that a lot of those were made at the line of scrimmage. But Arthur, is that number good enough for you to maybe lean towards Dan, or is that maybe something that you downplay when it comes to Kuechly's stats?
I think tackles are one of the most misleading statistics in the league. I like what Dan had to say about them coming close to the line of scrimmage, but here's my counter to that. Where are the forced fumbles? Where are the sacks from a middle linebacker who you would think should be racking up some of those statistics? Not there for Kuechly, at least as far as I can tell. Meanwhile, you look at Hayward, and as Pro Football Focus has shown us, has been one of the most impressive stats we've seen. He's one of 2 DBs in the NFL to play 600 snaps and not allow a penalty, not commit a penalty this season, excuse me. He also has not allowed a touchdown. So I just think that is exceptional. It really says a lot about what he's doing, not making mistakes. Dan talked about how Kuechly has played multiple linebacker positions. You love the versatility. We have seen Hayward, while he's been primarily in the slot, he's been moved outside at times. He's thrived in both areas, and I just think it's incredibly impressive.
One advantage Hayward seems to have in this is the fact that he's been so much better than some of the other rookie corners like Stephon Gilmore, Morris Claiborne. Janoris Jenkins made some good plays. And Dan, for Luke Kuechly, you got Levante David, who led all rookies in tackles for loss. Bobby Wagner's had a great year. Dante Hightower, Zach Brown. But the thing about Kuechly, as you mentioned, he's been kind of the leader of that defense. And unlike Hayward, Kuechly's on the field for pretty much every snap.
That's absolutely the case. He's been on the field for every snap since week 4, over 700 of them. Casey Hayward, on the other hand, is a role player. He was on the field for less than half of the snaps in week 17, and I don't think you can say he's been that instrumental if he's not playing more than half of the snaps every week of the season. Luke Kuechly doesn't come off the field and still plays at a high level. You can look at that sack number, but find me a 4-3 middle linebacker that's racking up sacks when he's not blitzing all the time. I don't see many of those. Luke Kuechly, very active and highly productive. You look at those tackle numbers, and again, they're not just coming when a ball carrier gets past him and running down the sideline. He's making those plays at the line of scrimmage, making high-impact plays.
Art, I'll give you one more rebuttal to that. Hayward's playtime is a big question mark when it comes to these things. You don't have to worry about that on the offensive side of the ball with the quarterbacks. We know they're on the field every snap. But it's right, Hayward, he does miss some time on defense.
Dan's absolutely right. He's played about 65% of the defensive snaps this season, but we know in 2012 it's a passing league. You need to have a third good corner. He has been as close as you can have to a shutdown corner inside. You just don't really see that very often, having to match up against, oftentimes the opponent's quickest receivers. At the end of the day, for me, I look at the Packers in 2011, one of the worst pass defenses in NFL history. Their jump this season has been even more impressive in my eyes than what Carolina, while they have made major improvements against the run, against the pass, I think the Packers have improved even more in pass defense than Carolina has done overall.
And Dan, I'll give you the last word. I know you mentioned to me earlier in the season that Kuechly had some struggles in coverage, some of the tackle numbers were there, but obviously he has improved his game as the year's gone along.
Yeah, 8 passes defense, 2 interceptions. Not going to jump off the page like the numbers you're seeing from Hayward, but they do play very different positions. I think Kuechly surprised a lot of people with how well he's done in pass coverage, moving into the middle, going from the weak side to the middle. And again, he's the leader of that defense already. You can't say that about Casey Hayward.
Well, that's their picks. We got Casey Hayward for Arthur. Dan's got Luke Kuechly. A lot of other options at Defensive Rookie of the Year. What do you think? Let us know on our YouTube page and head to our website at profootballweekly.com.